So yesterday I took a plus 160 underdog in the MLB, and I said, I think this bet has value, and I gave a very brief description of what that means. During the live show today, I had 2 questions asking me to elaborate on that, so I figured I'll make a quick video on it. This time I'll use an example that more people are able to understand. I'm going to use the roulette table. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that everybody watching this is familiar with the roulette table. I'm not going to sit here and explain how a roulette table works. Google it if you don't know. But let's say I'm at the roulette table and I put my chips on the 10, right? That pays out 35 to 1 if it hits, plus 3,500 if we want to use sports betting terms. Now, obviously, we know that this bet has a 1 in 38 chance of hitting. That's why a 35 to 1 payout slightly favors the house. Technically, it should be 38 to 1, but whatever. This isn't a video about roulette. This is just an example. So let's say we're in the casino, we're sitting at the roulette table, and I tell you, hey, my data shows that the 10 on this table is going to hit 1 out of every 25 spins. Now, a simpleton would be like, 1 out of every 25 spins? That's terrible. That's a 1 in 24 record, or I don't know, whatever those people say. But if you sat there and put $10 on the 10 for 1,000 straight spins, and my data is correct, you'd be up $4,400. Now, what you'll see is a lot of people take the advice, many of whom, let's put it delicately, aren't the sharpest when it comes to statistics and probability. And I don't mean that as an insult. A lot of my friends aren't. I didn't mean that in any sort of negative way. But what they'll do is they'll take the advice, they'll put $10 on the 10, the wheel spins once, it misses, and they're like, oh, this guy sucked. What an idiot. I can't believe he had the 10. When we're sitting here like, dude, this is part of it. We're expecting to lose a lot. The idea is we think it's going to hit 1 out of 25 spins, which is a profitable hit rate. Now in roulette, obviously you have a set board with set numbers. Board never changes, odds never change. In baseball, you're dealing with a new board every single day, new odds, new prices, but it's still comparable. So when I'm saying, guys, I think there's value on this spot at plus 160, I'm not saying this team's definitely going to win. I'm just saying my data is showing that this team is not going to lose this game 63 times out of 100. It's closer to 50-50. So making this bet is a profitable endeavor long term. Whether it pays out tonight or over time, obviously time will tell. And in this particular instance, the bet did lose, but it's just like the roulette table. Guys, we're expecting to lose. It's part of the plan. I'm saying this is going to hit at a profitable rate. I'm not saying it's going to hit every single time. It's a plus 160 bet. Now, there's also a chance you're watching this and you're like, oh no, Kyle, I know the math. I just disagreed with your data showing the Angels would win that game 38 out of 100 times, which is completely cool. But chances are, if you're experienced enough to understand the math behind bets like this, then you're also smart enough to know not to draw any sort of conclusions from one game, 1 week, or even 1 month of data. I mean, think about it. Think of the roulette table. Pretend I said, yo, this table right here, my data showing the 10 is going to hit at 1 out of every 25 spins, which is very profitable. How long would you have to sit at that roulette table to even find out if I was right? You would have to sit there for at least 400 or 500 spins to even determine if my data is right. What is spinning the wheel once going to do? It's going to tell you exactly nothing. Chances are you probably didn't even watch it this far, but if you did, hope you got something out of the video. Let's have a good season.